Stand by. And we are live. Aloha, and thank you everyone for joining in once again for another one of our Paradigm Shift Central Conscious Community events. This is our Conscious Open Mic Jam, and I'm joined by some fellow awesome conscious creators that we have here within the community who I'm bringing up on camera. So guys, feel free to wave to the audience as we're just like sitting on stage now. It's a special open mic jam tonight, and really just inviting you guys to get nice and comfortable and just imagine that we're just like in this nice like kind of like lounge, maybe like a bar, maybe you're like sipping on something cozy and just hanging out here. And again, for tonight, what we're going to be doing, we're really just going to be focusing on being able to celebrate creativity, on being able to create space for us to just be able to practice different forms of expression, poetry, flowetry, song, music, maybe some dance. I don't know. We'll see where the night takes us. But nonetheless, we'll get started in the next little bit. For those of you who are tuned in on YouTube, please feel free to leave some comments in the chat showing your love for the creators that we have on air with us. Some basic things for those of you who are listening to this in the future. Check the links in the info for this video for our community Discord, for the Patreon, where you can join as a member to take part in upcoming future events, and plus much more. You can also check out some of us on Ibble. Check out the Ibble app. The link for that is in there as well. If you haven't heard me talk about that, it's a really cool app where we got some cool things going on. And also the links for all the creators featured in tonight's event will be posted into the YouTube as well. So be sure to follow some of the creators there. And yeah, we would love to be able to invite any of the members in the community. Again, there's a few of us on stage here right now, but if you guys maybe get inspired throughout the night and you want to jump on air, even if it's just for a little bit, please, by all means, you're welcome to do so. Even if it's sharing some poetry that maybe somebody else wrote, or maybe it's singing along with a song that's a popular song that you really like. It can be a conscious song, it can have a heartfelt intent, that's great, but it doesn't necessarily need to be the case. Even just something that's just meaningful to you. So maybe I'll be singing some Aurora later tonight. I don't know. We'll see how the evening goes. Just to give you guys a bit of a heads up, I got a bit of a migraine right now, so I'm just going to be mindful of the energy that I'm putting out. Again, I'll just be fulfilling the role of MC, and I'm so grateful to be able to have some awesome co-creators here helping, again, carry the energy of tonight's event. So for those of you on YouTube, keep leaving those comments of support. Please feel free to invite your friends, and welcome to the Paradigm Shift Central Conscious Open Mic Jam for January 27th, 2022. So we'll start off by going around and we'll just hear a little bit about the creators. Maybe they'll tell us a little bit about what they're going to share without, maybe they'll like keep it mysterious or something like that. And then we'll just kind of hopscotch and go around a few times, and we'll keep the event probably within like a 90-minute time frame. So thank you again to our Patreon supporters. Thank you again to all of you who tune in. Remind you can check out this event on Spotify at Paradigm Shift Radio. And yeah, be sure to subscribe, tell your friends, and join us here next week for more paradigm shifting events. So I got some poetry I'm going to share. We'll get into that a little bit later. And yeah, like I said, I mean, when I'm out walking my dogs and stuff like that, like I'm always like singing along with like either like Aurora or like Ayla, Nero or something like that. So maybe I'll be singing some stuff. We'll see. But I definitely got some poetry, and I might be doing some flowetry as well. So, but with everyone else that we got here tonight, let's just go ahead and introduce ourselves. So if Kristen wants to go next. Kristen, which Kristen? I don't know. We'll find it. Anyways, Kristen, the one with the ears. Maybe Kristen wants to go first. That narrows it down, right? Yeah. Anyways, Kristen, welcome. Go ahead and wave from up on stage, and feel free to say hi and let us know what you're going to be doing tonight if you want.
Thank you, Brendon. Yes, I will come up with a fairy name for our circles. Pinot Faye. I'm not sure. Pinot Christ. I don't know. I'll come up with it later. Right now, so on the spot's not good. But, no, thank you all so much for this beautiful, amazing space. I'm truly grateful to be able to come together with you lovely souls and be able to see what everyone has to share and their expressions from their heart. Brendon, these spaces are always such a heart-expanding experience, so I'm really grateful for the opportunity to show up. And I also just wanted to say, too, like, thank you to those of you that have shown up to share today as well. Like, I always feel a lot of nerves and, like, unsure, and I know it takes bravery to come up here, and so thank you for coming and sharing your gift and just being you. So I'm going to share a song that I actually wrote for this space. I think it was probably about a year ago at this point, but I'm going to re-sing it for you guys because I feel more confident in it and I'm excited to share it. So thank you all, and I look forward to hearing what everybody else has to say.
Awesome. Thank you, Kristen. And the song may or may not be like a spiritual rendition of a Disney song. So yeah, I mean, if you heard it a year ago, great. But if you haven't heard it yet, stick around. You're gonna want to hear it, and you'll probably like find yourself singing it afterwards as well. So yeah, again, the intention of the event here. Last week we had a beautiful event. Again, it was our spiritual seeker support circle, and the vibes of that, it was really just like kind of like celebrating us connecting with a lot of our creative energies, and then naturally from that event, we're just like, well, let's just do an open mic jam that next week. So here we are. And again, this is a chance for us to not only again just to be able to like share, but also to be able to practice. At the end of the day, this is practicing and expressing our creativity. And I think that's so important because a lot of us, it's like we have all this creative energy inside of us, but unless we're like in the container to be able to be encouraged to practice it, sometimes it just sits there. Like it'll just like sit there for like years and years and years. And then, one day we pick up a guitar and we're like, oh, I actually like got something going on here and stuff like that. So we hope that by you tuning into this event, maybe it'll encourage you to practice a little bit more of your like expressive abilities. And yeah, we'll just go with the flow. And again, I appreciate everybody just holding space. Who would like to be able to go next? Just go ahead and you guys can gently put your hand up, and welcome to Kyle as well. And yeah, we'll just keep things flowing here. So whoever would like to just brief introductions, and then we'll go from there. Kristen, Spiral Soul Seed, go right ahead. Welcome.
Hello. Well, I was at the spiritual support circle last week, and you had me cringing in the membrane of new expression. So that's why I'm here, to try and burst through a little bit. My main thing that I do is making crystal jewelry and doing tarot and this kind of thing. But I've done like a bunch of music study in the past, and I had a bit of like imposter syndrome with being a musician because I hadn't played in so long. So, but I've been playing a lot the last 12 months in the privacy of my own home. So this is nice to have just an online opportunity to share some of the songs I've written. And yeah, I'm just probably going to play a couple of songs, and it's kind of like, I don't know, feely folk or something I would call it. And yeah, I also really appreciate being able to be here and just play and yeah, just push the edges of courage and stuff when it's the opportunities there. So even though it's not a huge group of us, I'm like, it's still significant to just push those edges and come out of the membrane. So yeah, you can just call me Spiral Kristen if it gets confusing. So yeah, lots of love, guys.
Awesome. Well, Kristen, I'm excited to be able to again just hold space for some of your musical shindigs. It was interesting, and I apologize if this just like kind of like makes you kind of like blush with embarrassment as I just like hype you up and stuff like that. But I remember like a while back when you were first getting involved with the community, and like Lacey and you were also getting in contact with each other, and I guess you had sent something to Lacey or something. It was something like related to you playing music. And then she had mentioned it the day after. She was like, it was like, oh, it was really cool. And Lacey's kind of like into playing music. Like she was in a band when she was younger and stuff like that. So it was just really neat to just kind of like hear like Lacey was just like, oh no, like Kristen's like really talented. Like there's something like it was really cool, just like what she sent me and everything like that. So yeah, again, excited to be able to hold space for it. And I think there's going to be some pleasant surprises here for us tonight. And I hope even for ourselves, we get to surprise ourselves. Like that's one of the things where sometimes when we get to chance where it's just like we try doing a song or something of the sort, and we're just like, whoa, like I've never heard myself actually sing that way. And I hope maybe I can play with that tonight, again, just depending on how my head feels and my energy and everything like that. But yeah, I'd love to be able to just do something I've never done tonight. And yeah, we encourage the same for all of us. So keep things passing around. So Nadine, Brad, thank you and welcome so much for joining. And if you'd like to just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're sharing tonight, go right ahead. Welcome.
Hi. So I guess I'll start off with the name of our band. Our band is called Ritual 216. And it's kind of a little bit of a funny story behind the band. I'm a bit witchy and I like to do lots of like witchy stuff. So I wanted to incorporate that into my music, and I didn't want that to be like a reason to not be able to perform. So I wanted it to be part of like the name of the band. So it's kind of like it comes with the territory. So the band is called Ritual 216, and we do originals and covers. It's kind of folk punk, but we also do other stuff. And tonight we'll be doing a song that's actually written about Dark Night of the Soul. So everybody who's been on a spiritual journey has gone through this process, Dark Night of the Soul. Some of you guys have been through multiple multiple layers of the Dark Night of the Soul. So this is very much like what that is like going through it. I'm a little nervous. Sorry, guys. But yeah.
Thank you, Nadine. We look forward to hearing it. And again, you know, some of the best art, the best music that we have on this planet comes from personal experience. So it's powerful. Again, you know, there's almost a conversation there where I think for a lot of us, especially those of us who create poetry and song and everything like that, like the process of turning the experience into a piece of art is actually such a powerful part of like the healing and moving the energy as well. So looking forward to it. And thank you again. And Brett, thank you for joining as well. And Brett, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. You're also engaged on Ibble, and I know I replied to one of your posts there a week ago. And thank you so much for your support and for supporting Nadine. And again, excited to be able to have you here. Brett, anything you want to share? Feel free, but again, no pressure either way. So.
No, I mean, I'm stoked. We're kind of just starting out, and
It's a new band.
it looked like fun.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. And like you guys are like probably the only ones here who actually have like a band and stuff like that. Like I don't think anybody else has. How long have you guys been like a band, if you don't mind me asking, so to speak?
That's also a funny story.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a funny story. So we actually started the band after we broke up. We started the band after we broke up, and it's been kind of one of the ways that I guess we channel any energy that is unnecessary.
It's really powerful.
I'm sorry, you gotta answer that call. My son keeps calling us.
No worries.
He's starting to call my phone now.
No worries. I again, you know, like so many of us here within the community are parents, so it's totally cool either way. So cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
He just got done with the art club, so.
Oh, wait, how exciting!
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Nadine, thank you again. We'll keep the passing stick talking. We'll keep the talking stick passing around. What did I just say there? Kyle, do you want to say anything? If you got stuff you want to share tonight, like let us know. I'm not sure if you're just tuned in as an audience, but if you got some stuff for the open mic, go ahead and just give us a heads up on that. Welcome back, Kyle.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me. Yeah, I have some poetry that I've written down that I wouldn't mind sharing at some point. At the same time, I'm just cooking up a storm to get ready for Ottawa.
That's why we're getting the low angle perspective today. We're like on your like kitchen counter. I don't know where to put it. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, Kyle, thank you again for joining. Happy to be able to have you here, man. Awesome. Sweet. All right. So with that said, we got like 1,000 people tuned in on YouTube right now. So thank you again to everyone. No pressure either way. Yeah, we're just in some like dank jive bar right now. So let's just get ourselves nice and comfortable. Dim your lights, do whatever you got to do. I might be busting out the Merlin guitar a little bit later. We're going to get funny. We're going to get weird. And yeah, ultimately it's just about being able to connect in with our heart space. That's what we do here in the community. So by the time you're done listening to this, we hope you guys just feel inspired. We hope you get to just have a magical experience, whatever the case may be. So I'll start off with a little bit of poetry here. And let me just take a quick look at some of the poems that I got. Some of you guys have heard these before. Some of you have not. So let me just kind of... yeah, so here's one that I'll share that again I feel is relatively fitting for the times that we are in with the ever unfolding apocalypse of these past couple of years, which is a very exciting time for many of us. This is a poem that I actually wrote back in 2012. I actually wrote this on literally December 20th, 2012. So it was kind of like this idea of just like, oh, is the world gonna end or something? But it just kind of like inspired me as a prompt to be able to write this here. So some of you have heard this, some of you haven't, so I'll just share it anyways. All right, so before and after we do events and everything like that, before we have people come up on stage, if you guys just kind of want to join me and just kind of showing love to the creators, and then afterwards you can do the snappy fingers thing, and yeah, we'll just kind of hang out. So feel free to show love and be show love. You guys can do that. Be show love for Brendon, even though I'm doing it for myself. I'm just letting you guys know we'll do it for you guys later. So feel free to show me some love. I'm stepping up on stage. Here I go. Do. Okay. Oh, thanks guys. Oh, I can hear the crowd. All right, get me pumped up and stuff like that. All right. Okay, here we go. For those of you on Instagram, tune in on YouTube, links to my profile. Okay, this one is called What Fate May Bring. As the fate of the world dances on the edge of a knife, so does our essence, so does this life. So with these lasting moments between now and what tomorrow may bring, collect and gather your thoughts or spend time counting your things. So as you stand where you are on the brink of the world, do you take the time to look back at how things have unfurled? Each moment that brought you to the space you're in now, each tear and each smile, every awe and every wow. Because regardless of what happens, be it destruction or rebirth, both are essential to bring about a new earth. So do you cry or do you weep? Or do you embrace the inevitable with a melancholy glare and remind yourself that you are adaptable? Do you hold those closest to you, or do you sit outside on your own, looking out onto the sky, making peace with the unknown? Let your mind play this game as if fate has been sealed, and allow yourself to look within. It's never too late to be healed. So let go of your ego. Let it be the one thing to die, but don't wait till tomorrow. Don't waste time asking why. Understand that you chose this, to be in this shared dream, to be here with the rest of us, floating down this cosmic stream. So where have you been? What have you done? Ask yourself now, because in time, well, you may have none. Yet perhaps when tomorrow comes, allow yourself to be renewed. Allow yourself to birth conviction out of everything you've ever viewed. Cataclysm or metamorphosis, your fate is not written in the sky. It is sparked from within. So grasp your pen and hold it high. Because the story continues with every pulse, with every breath, with every moment that we smile, even in the fate of death. Every end is a beginning of something fresh and something new. So meditate on your mind, on that which makes you you. Looking forwards and looking backwards, keep moving onwards from here. Grasp only what you need and simply let go of the fear. Like the splitting of a cell, let a mitosis occur between that of who you are and that of who you were. Things will unfold as they will. Know this and you will see that your fate is not yours alone, because you are an extension of me. Cha, 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 cha. That's the end of it. You guys can do that thing. Go cha, 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 cha. Cool. Quick check-in with the audience as I like point the mic to the audience. How was that? Did you guys like that one? Did it resonate with you guys? It's cool. Yeah. Like that one. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting because I wrote that like freaking like 10 years ago. And now it's just like, well, that's still very relevant in a lot of ways. So again, with any of the poetry or the songs here, we hope that you guys are allowed to, just kind of like receive it at like a meditation, and maybe there was something inside of you that was just like, oh, that was actually, like that really spoke to me. The one thing I'll just reiterate that last little verse there, like the splitting of a cell, let a mitosis occur between that of who you are and that of who you were. That to me, I like that phrase, because I know a lot of us, we're kind of going through this process of transformation where it's like man, like who we were now, who we were then, it's like yeah, it's the same person, but it's like literally like two separate parts that have kind of like divided in a way where there's no going back, and we're moving into this new version of who we are. So if anything I say resonates, if any of the creators resonate, drop those 1111s in the chat, show some love. I'll do one more here, and then we'll pass over to whoever wants to go next. So who wants to go next after this, and to give me a heads up, and then we'll pass it over to whoever that next person will be. So if anybody wants to go, yeah, Kristen, yeah, we'll pass it over to you. So okay, here's another one. I think I wrote this. Was this like, did I write this after a breakup? I feel like I might have. This might be a sad love poem. I can't fully remember. I'm going on the journey with you. It's really beautiful. Again, you know, like how poetry is in itself, like a way to tell story. The rhythm and the cadence of it is a very, very powerful way to kind of like take us inside. So this one doesn't even have a title. So here we go. Okay. Again, feel free to like close your eyes if you want to listen to this. Actually, it would be interesting to close your eyes and then like see what you visualize. Don't think it, just feel it and allow visualizations to occur. Make this meditation if you wish. Okay. It's possible to love someone and not treat them in the way that you want. It's possible to see your eyes. Oh, wait, no. Know what this is? This is the lyrics for a Dub FX song. That's exactly what this is. It's possible to love someone and not treat them in the way that you want. It's possible to see your eyes be the devil in disguise with another front end. It's possible to change this world. Revolution for the boys and girls. It's possible to educate the next generation that will rule the world someday. The changing times of the 21st century means nothing to me because I would rather be at the beginning of time. Earth would be mine, living in luxury. Discovering a world out there, believing in the sun, earth, water, and air. Take me there. So I can see the world bloom, standing on the sea, howling at the moon, creating a world of the open-minded, a unique perception, a truth inside it. I know we can find it. It's just a matter of where and when we collectively decide it. The world is not a vicious place. It's just the way that we've been raised. Discovering a time and space. I know that we can make a change and rearrange the way we appreciate the world today. It's possible to love someone and not treat them in the way that you want. It's possible to see your eyes be the devil in disguise with another front end. It's possible to change this world, revolutionize the boys and girls. It's possible to educate the next generation that will rule the world someday. Someday. So you guys like know this song? Someday. Now as I start to put my mind into words, I stall, I fall, I'm losing it all, my inhibition, the thought of wasting away, the fact of the music's a place that's not far away, yet I stray, stick to my world, in love with my life, my beliefs in a girl, but this luck isn't love, it's a crazy place, this human race, don't get me wrong, I still think that we could change, but this life, the fact that time exists and we are here, we don't come equipped with it all, half the fun is learning and I'm having a ball. The world keeps turning and my role is small, but I change it. And I hope that you're feeling the same way. I hope that you've seen what I've say. It's possible to love someone and not treat them in the way that you want. It's possible to see your eyes be the devil in disguise with another front end. It's possible to change this world, revolutionize the boys and girls. Sing along. It's possible to educate the next generation that will rule the world someday. 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 Yeah. It's almost done. In this concrete jungle we live, I survive. In this concrete jungle we live. Our survival is the love that we give. Now my instinct has gotten in my way. It's true what they say. This world is your chance to create. In this concrete jungle we live. Our survival is love that we give. Now my instinct has got in the way. It's true what they say. This world is your chance to create. It's possible to love someone and not treat them in the way that you want. It's possible to see your eyes be the devil in disguise with another front end. It's possible to change this world, revolutionize the boys and the girls. It's possible to educate the next generation that will rule the world someday. There you go. Well, I didn't know I was going to be singing that song, but I couldn't read it like a poem without singing it. So apparently that just happened. So that was fun. How was that for you guys? Who here is a Dub FX fan? Open your mics. Go ahead. We can just chit chat. Kristen, you were digging it. Kristen, you were digging it as well. Yeah. Not too bad.
Double
That's fun.
I think I'm the only one who's never heard of it.
Cool. Even better. I like the fact that people who have like never heard that are just like, oh, that was kind of jammy or something like that. So cool. Awesome. All right. Well, let's keep the flow going. I'll politely exit off stage left, and we'll bring in Kristen next. And who wants to go after Kristen? Go ahead. Well, Nadine, do you want to guys go? Okay, we'll pass it after to Nadine. Hey, Michelle, welcome to the party. We got some more awesome conscious creators here on air. Michelle, make yourself comfortable, grab some tea, get cozy, and enjoy just hanging out here. Thank you to those of you in the live chat. Thank you for those of you just chilling out. And enjoy the rest of our conscious open mic jam. Kristen, passing it over to you. When you're ready, come up on stage, and the mic is yours. Let's hear it for Kristen. Show some love. Show love.
All right. Thank you all for the love. I feel it. Okay. I'm feeling it. It's going to be good. So this is a song that I wrote for the Paradigm Shift Central community, and it is the Moana Let It Go song. Some of you may know. It's a very popular song amongst 7-year-olds. But this song I wrote incorporating pieces of my spiritual journey and the connections that I've had along the ways. So I hope that this fills your soul in the way that it does mine. And I am not a professional singer. You might ask the birds, they enjoy my voice, but just know that this is a share from my heart. So thank you all for holding space for that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's titled Souls Will Grow. We've been staring at the edge of the timelines long as we can remember, never really asking why. Wishing we could be the perfect souls here, but we fall back to the ego. No matter however, we still get up and try. Every bond we break, every soul we save, every path we curve, every curse we swerve, to the tree we'll go, where our hearts will show, where we lead the way. See your heart as it gleams, it's calling you back home, to the place we grow. See the love in the sky all around flying by, it's calling, and now you know. If you cross that line, you'll never ever be alone. I know everybody on their journey seems so happy on their journey. All is in divine time. I know everybody on their journey has a role on their journey, so maybe I can vibe with mine. I can lead with love, I can boost you up. We'll be happy when we can live as one, and the voice inside will subside with time. What is going to be? See the lights as they shine from within, it's calling you back home, to a place we grow. I can see you're a beam of incredible things, so unbinding. And as we grow, what's beyond that time? Will we jump this time? See the heart, it will glow as it shows its wisdom. And no one knows how deep it goes when the heart opens wide with the mind by its side, reminding one day we'll know how deep we grow. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for now.
Guys, show some love for Kristen. You guys can unmute your microphones and just be like,
Dope.
that was beautiful. Michelle, you're loving it. Michelle was like, she's like, oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It was beautiful. Very, very, very well done, Kristen. it's better the second time around. So that's awesome. Cool. Kristen, how did that feel?
I'm like surprisingly nervous. Like I was not expecting to be as nervous as I was, but I just love you all so much and I appreciate you being able to hold space for this. And Michelle, like, thank you for your healing because that was why I was able to share it. So.
It's amazing though. I just want to say, like, I sang for a group of women from a priestess teacher that I was, and I sang. It was beautiful performance, but my breath was like shorter. And it's amazing that it, like, what comes up, you know, it's just natural. So that's you know, even me, like I'm kind of seasoned, you know, but it's amazing. We're just, you know, it's just it's exciting. It's like this, I want to give, it's that happens. So it's very natural, you know, but yeah. So anyway, it just happened to me yesterday. So I just want to say that.
Good timing. Awesome. Yeah, again, any wisdom that we can kind of like put in between the acts and stuff like that, that's totally cool. So it doesn't just have to be for me. If other people are just like, oh, I want to say something and stuff like that, absolutely. For those of you who aren't familiar, Michelle, she's been involved with our community for a few centuries. She's like a vocal coach, like helps people kind of like activate like their vocal gifts and stuff like that. So super excited to be able to have her here as well. Yeah, Kristen's Spiral, did you want to say something? I wasn't sure if yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I just love this, how comprehensive it is. It's just like you're really delivering something so just like potent from you. And I feel like singing and like crafting songs is such a like just beautiful way to kind of like put some really deep feelings in like a filing cabinet of expression and being like, okay, I expressed that. That's in the world now. And it's like you have that piece from like finishing like such a piece of like vocal art that it's like, yeah, I feel like those kind of things are really key to just kind of self-actualizing and finding how deep we go, like you said in the song, because it's like you've hit that depth and now it's like what's kind of next in the heartland after that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that was beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely I do like the exercise of like taking a song that you like and then just changing the lyrics but keeping the tones and the cadence the same and stuff like that. Like we could might have to like do like an off-air event where we just like do that and stuff like that. I'm sure any of us could do that as well. Quick side note, like man, like the new like Disney Pixar movie Encanto, dude, that's got some like I feel like there's some songs there that need like a spiritual remix to them.
That's what I'm working on right now.
That's what you're working on. That's okay. I figured I was onto something there. Yeah. I mean, even the song by itself and everything like that. So cool. Okay. Kristen, thank you so much. Again, for those of you who aren't already following Kristen, who isn't following Kristen already, find her at Pinoak Rising on Instagram. And I'm sure we'll hear more from everyone as we keep going. So with that said, Kristen, thank you so much. Everybody here, show love for Kristen. Yeah. And we'll welcome up Nadine and Brett up onto stage next. So Nadine and Brett, if you guys are ready, we'll welcome them up on stage. So for everybody here, let's show love for Nadine and Brett, and feel free to just kind of like chit chat for a bit. You can let us know what you're up to, and then whenever you're ready, the stage is yours. Go right ahead. Welcome.
Okay, so I wrote this song a few months ago, and I wrote it after a really dark period of one of the layers of the dark night of the soul. So basically, it's a song about kind of finding yourself in that darkness, because rock bottom can be a 0 point. Darkness can be an opportunity to create something new entirely, an opportunity to find a part of yourself that was hidden, that was lost. So that's kind of what the song is about. It's about finding yourself in the darker places that we sometimes have to go to reveal our truth. Yeah. Okay. A little pain never hurt anybody, because another pain pleasure would be sweet. Back on of my desire as I lay by the fire of my hair and pie, queen of my inner kingdom, my glory to the fire that burned, purify your used to be. Release yourself from your complacency, break away your dependency. Give yourself the chance for a new start. Drop your expectations of where you're supposed to go. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow in a place where the light that shines so bright. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow. See your shadow cast upon the wall. Immerse yourself in your fall. Shadows wrap around you. Feel yourself break open. Past the night that never would have been. That never would have been. Had you never been broken. Had you never been broken. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow in a place where the light doesn't shine so bright. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow. Find yourself. Find yourself in the darkness. Face your shadow.
Wow. Let's show some love for Nadine. Guys, go ahead and unmute your microphones. Yeah. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you, Brett. That was wonderful. Awesome. Nadine, wonderful job. If there's more you guys want to chit chat about, I love the lyrics in that. Finding yourself in your shadow, very, very powerful. Anything else you would like to share? Please, by all means.
Well, I mean, we have a couple other songs that are kind of just been a story of things that I've had to go through since my awakening. You can't stay in your comfort zone. You have to go through integration. You have to make moves. You have to make changes in life. And sometimes that results in some pain, some deconstruction. And so instead of holding that inside of me, I put it into music and I get it out through the music. So whether that's anger, sadness, pain, I put it into my music so that I don't hold it inside of my body.
Very, very, very powerful. Again, I love just, you guys did a great job working together on that. I love the lyrics, a very, very powerful message. If there are some more songs, we can always kind of like wait to share some later. We can pass it around a little bit more. And then if you guys want to share later, that's really cool. And in the meantime, just chill out. What would you like to do?
We're actually going to have to log off because I can hear kids screaming. We do have three little ones.
No worries.
And
no worries.
It's that time. But
cool,
we
cool.
really just wanted to share the song with you guys and join you for a little while.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Do you guys have the other songs? Are they recorded? If anyone wants to check them out after.
We did a live set last night on
Cool.
the YouTube page. So it's Ritual 216 if you look it up. And so we did some of our live songs and then we did a Tenacious D cover. So hopefully you guys have a sense of humor.
Say the channel is again Ritual 216. Is it
Ritual 216? And
Ritual 216.
So there's shadows on there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
And then our live set from last night. We just wanted to do a practice before we came on tonight.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll put the live set into the show notes so people can check that out afterwards and enjoy at their own leisure. So Nadine, Brett, thank you guys so much and all the best. And we will see you guys around. And so have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks, guys. Take care.
You guys in chat.
Awesome.
Bye.
Show love for Nadine and Brett. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Cool. Okay. How's everybody enjoying tonight's show? If you were to explain tonight's show in 1 or 2 words, what words would you use for how awesome all of these creative people are hanging out here together? And let's keep the flow going. And with that said, Spiral, would you like to go next? Yeah. And then Michelle, do you want to go after that? Is that cool? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. And then Kyle, if you got some poetry, we can always jump that in. And again, we'll kind of hopscotch. So, just because you go once, we can go again later and everything. I'm trying to figure out which Aurora song I want to try, like doing some like karaoke or something. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. It's either that or Ayla, Nero, one or the other. All right, Kristen, thank you so much. Kristen Spiral Soul Seed. Let's show some love for Kristen as we welcome them up on stage. And yeah, Kristen, show love.
Thank you. So I'm gonna play a song guitar. Yeah, it's I'm really nervous now. So yeah, I kind of like saying what songs are about because I think I keep songs kind of simple when I can, but yeah, like this song's kind of what I said about Kristen, where she kind of expressed this thing and put it into like a energetic filing cabinet of like it's done. It's kind of inspired by when like the plight of keeping your heart open in the face of like being in relationships and dynamics where people are fluctuating through their healing and like just not allowing things to get you to close. So yeah, I've got sweaty palms as well, just FYI. But yeah, so it's called Hold the Heart's Line. Hope you enjoy. And I witnessed a look in your eyes as you made your way over the tide. And I heard all the cracks in your bones as you started to fall down. And I'm proud and I'm soft and I'm whole as I find out. Look for my soul in the midst of the nest of you. You know. You know. You can't fight peace in the pieces of the mind. It's hard time. It's hard time. It's hard time. Hold the line. Hold the line. And this moment's become a place that bites the hand that's over my face. And the heart and the layers of learning we never erase. Sorry. Still I'm proud and I'm soft and I'm calm. My soul because some of the bomb on the bits that I missed You can't find peace in the pieces of mine. No, it's hard time. It's hard time. It's hard time. Hold the line. 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 Could you hold the heart's line? Could you hold the heart's line? Could you hold it? Could you hold it? Could you hold it? Could you hold it? Could you? Could you hold the heart's line?
Wow. Guys, go ahead, unmute your mic, show some love for Chris, and let's let her hear that applause. Wow. Kristen, so good.
So good.
Awesome. That was good, man. You were like belting it too. Michelle, you're the expert here. How did that sound from your end?
I was like in silence afterwards, and it made me want to say that, like, if I used to say, like, if I wasn't a healer, because I'm not really, like, I work with sound, but I would want to be a folk singer, and you like embodied that archetype of like that true songster. Like there's a difference, right? It's a difference when medicine woman banging on a drum is one thing, but like to be a fucking musician is a whole nother thing.
I'm just a medicine woman. I just bang on a drum. That's all I do.
I'm just a medicine woman banging on a drum over here, but like that was like a real song. It was so beautiful. It's really beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Kristen, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've got a very croaky throat from the nerves, but I feel liberated from something.
Awesome. Yeah, and again, that's why we do this here. You know, like it's like this is medicine, like where it's just like doing this in a space with people who we appreciate, you know, like it moves that energy where it's just like, you know, sometimes it just kind of like we have all this creativity, it just kind of like stays this small little thing, and then we come together and then we get to express it, and it really just like we see it blossoming. So like literally when we were doing that, you know, from the start of the song to the end of it, like we were like watching you blossom. It was really beautiful, and very natural as well. So thank you, Kristen, again. So awesome. Anybody else want to share any words of encouragement for Kristen? Please, by all means, go ahead. Go for it, Kristen.
I just wanted to say thank you, Kristen. I really resonated with your lyrics, and I felt like your expression, because I related with it, was very much a release for me as well. So thank you so much for sharing your beautiful gift and amazing song.
Awesome. Yeah, very, very inspiring. Like it's, I wish I had the ability to just kind of like play the song properly, like the guitar properly. Cause I mean, I feel like the energy that like is moving through you, I'm like, be like, oh, like I feel like I want to be able to like move that similar style of energy. I think many of us, you know, like we're like, a lot of us carry this archetype of like bards, you know, so like in ancient times, we would have been like singing in taverns and around stone circles and fire pits and stuff like that. We're storytellers, you know, like that's very much what all of the songs that we've heard here tonight. It's not just like a song to entertain, it's like a story to entice. It's very, very cool. Kristen, anything else you want to share? And is there other stuff later that we can expect to hear from you?
I just want to say thanks. That feedback's really nice, and yeah, I feel really just flattered, like so flattered by what you guys have said, and I do feel that bardic energy for sure. Also, my character of choice in D&D. And yeah, I just feel like I've been have my musician side on hold for many years while I've been moving into my healing self, and just what Michelle said about how the combination, like embodying that archetype, just really hit for me, because I hope that people get those experiences that you had, Kristen, where you feel like it gives you a release when you hear it, because I think the best like poetry and songs are kind of like they stay universal kind of thing, because it's just tapping on something so like deep and common and kind of hard to describe in human experience. And so I was just really flattered, so thank you. And yes, I do have another song if there's time to.
Awesome. Absolutely. Would love to hear it. So cool. All right. Well, let's keep things moving along so we do have more time to hear from some of the other songs that the creators here have. Welcome to Selomon. Thank you for joining. Lovely to be able to have you here as well. And Michelle, if you'd like to go next, we can do that. And then Kyle, if you'd like to go. And looks like Sifu's joining. Is Sifu gonna sing us a song today?
Yeah, he should.
He should. Sifu and Michelle, I think they're starting a band together. So we're going to hear more about that. Here he comes now. Just to give him a second to be able to connect. Yeah, here comes Michelle's backup singer vocalist. Sifu just joined, so welcome, Sifu. So awesome. Again, welcome to everyone. Sifu, you're just in time. Michelle's taking the microphone up on stage here. Yeah. Or maybe Sifu was like doing dances in the background or something like that, doing like the chibi like dance and stuff like that. Opening up the portals. Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll hear from Sifu shortly. Michelle, if you would like to go next, we'll welcome you up on stage.
Oh my God. When you said opening portals, I straight up went like Doctor Strange, and like I saw the whole thing happen. Just so beautiful. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So my edge. So this song that I'm gonna sing, I'll say like a little bit about it, and then I want to like do something, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna like just turn it off really quick. Oh, that's so funny. My battery life in the phone. Hopefully it'll last for the thing, so it'll be good. Okay. If I just like mic drop, evaporate, we'll see what happens.
We'll just assume you ascended. It's fine.
It's totally fine. So this song I wrote in 2016 when I was in Tikal, and I had this deep initiation of like my monk side and my tantrika goddess priestess side like merged. And I wrote this song. I wrote this poem, and I don't even remember writing a melody for it. And then I went through a priestess initiation ritual retreat with Shana Sherman, where we went to Europe. And it was the first time I like hid this song because it was so precious to me. And then I sang it in front of 30 women live, and I like gangster performed it, and everybody freaked out. And then like 2 days ago, I messaged Siana and Masood were like singing and doing their bhakti yoga thing. And all I wrote was love you. And then her being the goddess that she is, she woke up with me singing that song in her voice. And it was like the first online call with the sister circle she's doing the same thing again with 40 women online. And she asked me to perform it yesterday. And so this song has not been recorded. I have like a vision of like Sri Kala doing the backgrounds, and like it just hasn't lined up. But so I've never put it, it's like wants to be like a live perform, you know what I mean? And so, and Sri Kala, somebody to remember it. I was like, I want him to make the beat for it, and you'll see why in a second. And so segue, I'm not, again, musician skills, like so much, but I definitely have vibration skills. So that part, no problem. But rhythm and all those things, that's like learning. So I want to try to make a background with a loop and see if I can sing over it really quick. That might go really poorly. So if you guys would be like gracious to like, let's just see if that works. And then if that does work, that this would be the space for that, right? So
go do a test and we'll let you know how it sounds.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, if you can hear the loop, that's a good point. Good point. You're so fancy, Brendon. You know all the things. Okay. All right, so let me try to get the timing right. This is the best.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, hold up. I'm starting. This is for serious, guys. Serious. Okay. All right. Priestess, 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 priestess. Might be a little off. We'll try. I have been, what? No. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I'll just erase it. Okay, I'll just do the whole thing live. I need a guy to DJ for me. Okay, calling that in. Okay, ready? Okay. Priestess, 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 I have been a priestess of the dark. I am a priestess of the light. My soul has the wisdom of the temple tantric arts. I am remembering in this life how to wield with strength and humility, to be humble and yet serene, as power flows through the channel that is me, for us all. I am a rainbow warrior. My truth is indigo. Ooh, exotic, indigenous, remembering to honor the earth, our mother, and Father Sky. And Father Sky, all things sacred, we dance this web of light and life, offering our service in a new creation and representation. This world is understanding once again. The consensus will join us. We lead by example, their suffering, a road to wisdom, and we will heal them with love and heart-based consciousness, with art and sound and music. We're sharing our voices, opening in waves, expanding through grace, eternally triumphant. Aho, 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 I am a priestess. I am a priestess. I am a priestess. I am a priestess.
There it is. Let's hear it for the beautiful priestess, Michelle. Go ahead, open up your mic, guys. Make some noise. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That was beautiful. Awesome.
Thanks, the priestess represent.
Yeah, that was awesome. So how many times have you sung that variation?
Like in public, like 3. Like,
3? Yeah. So yeah, it's still pretty fresh then. Oh, that's cool.
I
That's
mean, it's an old, something about it is old, meaning like
Mm.
I wrote it in 2016. I don't remember giving it a melody. And I remember remembering that it had a melody in 2019 when I sang it. And then I didn't bring it out of the closet again until yesterday when I sang it in front of the women. And then I, you know, like, I feel like I've tried to like record it, or there was the way that songs work in my DNA is like, they'll come in and I'll like make videos on my own, like, you know, thing, but it felt too precious to like just share on social. Does that make sense? It was like, it meant too much to me to just like give away. And so I just like held it, and then it became something that like got initiated, and then this just happened. And then me and Boggy were on the call for like 2 hours, and then you were like, hey, you got a minute? And I was like, ironically, I have a microphone and a light all set up, you know, and I'm dressed, I have clothes on, so like I might as well just come. And I sang the song yesterday, and I can sing it now. So it just all, maybe it's alive now. Maybe it wants to be in the world at this moment. And the other thing I just want to say, like, I just want to present something, because at the end when I was singing, I remember, because my work is my own work, right? So my journey to power and my journey to my comfort in my skin has been this journey. And like Brendon and Boggy, especially, like you've watched this journey, right? Like pretty much. And there was a time, and I don't remember what year it was, Brendon, but like you were like, you're a priestess. And I was like, I would never call myself that, because I was like in that space still. And then obviously doing this thing with Sienna and the other women, and we're like priestess, and it was like a literal initiation as a priestess of Avalon. Like, so there's that, right? But there was this reclaiming of that word, and reclaiming of the word witch, and reclaiming of these things. And so it's appropriate. And I think that this is really important. I feel like somebody else is going to benefit from this. Things sometimes take years. So to fruit, right? The seeds are within us the whole time. But in order for us to actually own and be in relationship to the transmission that we're carrying, there's years that can happen. Like people talk all the time, like, it took me 10 years to make this movie. Like, I think that this song is now in a space where I can carry it. So I'll leave it there.
That's awesome. And again, we can just kind of, anybody else wants to jump in here in a minute, please, by all means, we'll just chit chat, and then we'll go to I guess Kyle, and then CeeLo, and Neil's here as well. Welcome to Neil, and is Sifu still here? Sifu's still here. We'll figure out the order in a second. But I did like what you said there, the idea, Michelle, where it's like, you know, we don't usually think about it this way, but it's powerful to imagine that like songs like almost have like their own consciousness, like their own identity, their own personality. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's like the consciousness of the song is this thing that kind of like floats from one person to the next. It's like, you know, like a person will just be like doing their own thing, and then this song will almost like come into their bubble, and then it arrives through a dream, and then they wake up and they're singing it, not realizing that this song has actually traveled through generations and timelines and cultures, and then it comes into us when we need it. So, you know, like as stewards of the song, that's the name of that sounds like something that should be hashtagged there or something. You know, like it's how do we continue to kind of like open ourselves up to being able to receive that? It's like, am I creating the song, or am I just receiving it and then being an ambassador for it, right? So it's a bit of both, I think. Michelle, what are your thoughts on that, if that resonates?
Stewards of song, ambassadors for song, man. Ambassadors. I mean, when I sing, when I went through my like dark night initiation, I actually, a gift in that was learning to listen and follow. And that's because that's actually what real musicians do. So it was like blending my energy healer skills with like what I witnessed in like being in relationship with classical musicians. It's like they hear the music and then they play it. That's how improv happens. And then there's something in Indian music and raga called an alup, which is literally the meaning of it is conversation. So imagine you're doing that with the muse or the infinite, where it's like, I'm listening and then it comes. Yeah, that's what you're describing. So I think it's for real, for real. And Elizabeth Gilbert has a whole lecture about how she and her genius or her demon, they call it like a demon or a genius.
Damon. Usually, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Is a force. And so she's like, I'm here, I'm showing up as a writer. I didn't say I'd be a good writer. If you want this to be good, you should come in and like help me write this. And so she like has a conversation with it, like legit. So
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Michelle, should we or should we be expecting to hear more from you later in the event, or how are you? What are you thinking?
I don't know. My friend's gonna. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. True. The phone may make the choice on that. So, okay. All right.
I
Well,
have to do the thing, but I'm not attached. I think I feel good,
Okay.
and I might go to sleep. I've had a long day.
You've had a long day. Yeah. Cool. Well,
I'm
I
old now.
appreciate. We appreciate you sharing your medicine, and please, by all means, just mosey your way back into the crowd, get cozy, and enjoy the rest of the show. And thank you again so much. So, guys, if you haven't connected with Michelle Infinity on Instagram, and again, we'll post a link for that into the show notes. And Michelle offers all sorts of different again services and modalities and coaching, and a lot of it all about like self-empowerment and voice activation as well. So, Michelle, honored to be able to have you here. So awesome. All right. Yeah, let's show love for Michelle. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's keep things going. Sifu. Kind of going wild, man. All right, let's pass it over to Kyle, do you want to go next? You got some poetry you want to share, and then who wants to go after Kyle? Just go ahead and put your hand up. CeeLo, we'll pass it over to you after Kyle. All right, perfect. Kyle, welcome up on stage for everybody here. Let's show love to Kyle. Let's bring Kyle up on stage. Show love.
Thank you, everybody. So, are we driving, or are we doing dishes, or are we doing something, and then you just get like a download, and then that's basically, and it's best as I can write them so far. But we have to be the change we want to see, looking within and seeing who you will be. You accept the gifts of life with skills sharp as a knife, an open mind to be loving and kind, a third eye to witness the divine, to rise up the humankind, shine the light into the dark, illuminate the souls to join the ark, straight and narrow like a dart. Babylon is no bite, all bark. I am divine art. I shine my light so bright, up like a kite, lifting the veil, showing what's right, helping others let in the light. We are spiritual beings living a human experience, vibrancy, compassion, and resistance. Sleeping lions awaken, here to bring a reckoning, take down Babylon, setting each other free, guided by source. Setting each other free, guided by source of the ultimate dawn. Think it may be a con, Babylon taught you wrong. The time has come, and we have waited so long. The return of eternal grace. No more rat race, a conscious human race. That's it.
Awesome, guys. Show some love for Kyle. Kyle, thank you so much, dude. Beautiful poetry. Should send that poetry up to the Canadian trucking convoy. I feel like they would appreciate that one. So, yeah.
I'm driving up tomorrow.
Look at it. Oh, are you seriously legit? You're going to Ottawa tomorrow?
I have to. I've been to.
You have to, man. Represent
for cannabis and doing all like 420 protests in
man.
Vancouver and doing all kinds of things like that. So,
dude,
but this is
right.
going to be the biggest one Canada's ever done. There's never been a time we all met one spot.
Yeah, be there for both of us, man. I'll be with you in spirit. That's awesome. I've spent my time protesting at Parliament in the past. So
yeah, we're setting a flame to the world. Like to the
there we go, man. Maybe it'll inspire some more poetry along the way. So take the experience and come back and tell us all about it, man. That'll be awesome.
I'll use the fire.
There you go. Cool. Kyle, thank you so much, man. Again, lovely to be able to have you here. If you guys aren't following Kyle, you can find him at Inland Temple on Instagram. Again, facilitator for breath work and just all around awesome guy. So can't wait to get back on the ice with you, dude. So one day. All right. Okay, cool. Let's keep things moving along here. So CeeLo, we'll pass over to you. And then Neil and Sifu, if you guys want to jump in shortly after that, please, by all means. After that, we'll kind of go back through the circle again. I'm going to try singing like an acapella of a Ayla Nero song. I've never done this before, so that'll be new for me. And then we'll probably just go around maybe once more, and then we'll see where the time's at, and then we'll call it a night after that. So with that said, let's welcome CeeLo up on stage. Guys, show some love for CeeLo. CeeLo, show love. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome, CeeLo. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Everybody's been amazing. All the poetry and all the singing and the music has been very nice to listen to. So thank you to all who have come before. I have a poem that I wrote in my special Egyptian notebook. And this was while I was on mushrooms and really like in in the moment. It goes like this: putting pen to paper. The act alone is so special. Our truest selves more fully channeled. Chirp, 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 reminds the bird. What are you saying? I ask. Listen to the music, the feathered friend replies. I hear the music of the land, the honest, genuine symphony, organic, uncontrolled, natural. I watch as the words move around, my body a little shaky. A mosquito bites my chin. The faces in the trees bolden and come alive. A dog barks, a cricket plays its violin, a crow signals he is here to guide the way to the next dimension. I see waves, dogs bark with the hysteria as the raven beckons so loud. It propels through space and time like a lion's roar. The medicine transforms the barriers of our imaginations. They don't break, they bend to encompass our true potential as Earth's new creators. The keeper of the realm has given us permission to allow our highest selves, our creator selves, to be fully present in our now moments. The beauty of knowledge we must stay humble with, the revelations of who we are and what we can do. God Almighty, who we serve, may lay claim to you decide. Make your own choices. The end.
Beautiful. Guys, show some love for Silo. Awesome.
Woo!
That was cool. So did you say that was inspired from a mushroom trip, or you wrote that on the mushroom trip?
It was while I was on the trip.
That's impressive. I mean, just the fact that you can even write in general while on a mushroom trip is that impresses me in the first place. So, but the articulation on that, it was cool because like even just like with that in mind, listening to it, like the verbiage and the way you're explaining things, like I could almost like feel myself returning to that mushroom consciousness, if that makes sense, where it's just like sometimes we don't always think of things in a certain way, and then mushroom consciousness is just like no, like that's the truth, that's where it's at. Anything else you want to share about it, please, by all means.
I remember this mosquito biting my chin, and normally I would be like annoyed, but then I was just like, it's part of the experience, write it down. So.
Well, I'm sure the mosquito appreciated it as well. So cool. Awesome. Wonderful. Anybody else wants to share any gratitude for Silo, or just any words of encouragement, please, by all means, go ahead, and you guys can just share some love for him as well. Go ahead, Kristen. Yeah.
Okay, I kind of closed my eyes a little bit and just put myself in the mindset while you were reading along, and I felt kind of like I got a chance to walk along with you in that very thin line of moment. So thank you for sharing that. That was really beautiful, and yeah, I just love the connections that you shared. Thank you.
Wonderful. Awesome. Anybody else who wants to? Kristen, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it, Kristen. Or it was yeah.
Yeah, your reading is so soothing as well, and yeah, I thought it was very visual and beautiful.
Yeah, Silo, you have your gift is a wonderful voice. The tonation and the cadence and the calmness of it, it's very, very special. I appreciate it. Definitely adds to the video and stuff like that. I mean, it almost was like a meditation in itself, you know, like take that, put it to just like a video of just like ambient like montage of B-roll and nature and stuff like that. That'd be very pretty. So cool. Awesome. Silo, anything else you want to share while we're got you up on stage here?
I was gonna probably head to bed soon because I have to wake up really early. But I had one more real quick one, if it's okay to share that.
Sure. Yeah. Please, by all means, go right ahead.
Okay. Let me find my marker real quick. And this one was not actually written by me. This is a poem book that I had when I first met Shannon, actually. And I walked around the festival that I met her at and carried this book around and asked a bunch of people to write in it. So I had maybe 50 different people write a poem in this book. So I'm not sure who this one is from, but they drew a whale with it. but I thought it would go well with this event. And it says, love is the guide on this beautiful ride. Grace and beauty the carriers as we ride this tide. Find the flow and let yourself go. The waves crashing will bring you to the shores of your destiny. The manifestations carrying absolute freedom. May you find your flow. So this was by Anonymous.
Awesome. A little bit of whale wisdom there. Be the whale. So very cool. Very cool. Well, shout out to the mysterious person who wrote that in your journal at a festival years ago. So I like that idea. That's a pretty cool idea. Collective journal poetry scrapbook at a festival. Very, very cool. So awesome. Well, Silo, thank you again. And we're always honored to be able to have you here. And if you're heading out, have a wonderful night, and we will see you around next time. So guys, if you aren't already connected with Selomon Official on Instagram, leads meditations, part of the Bring Me to Life podcast, and also on Insight Timer, and just all around awesome person. And also the Shine event coming up on February 22nd. And him and Shannon are going to be hosting that, and you'll hear more about it, and we'll be posting about it in the Discord as well. So cool. Silo, anything else before we let you go for the night?
Just appreciate all of you. I'll be listening while I brush my teeth and do my stretches. You all are so beautiful and so wonderful, and I just appreciate all of you and what you do.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Cool. All right. We'll keep things flowing along here, and yeah, for everybody here, appreciate everyone just holding space and celebrating each other's energy. Shout out to those of you in the chat. Shout out to Starlight, to Flash, to Hannah, to Jessica, to Cami, and to the many other amazing people that we got here. So we still got many more entertaining opportunities in the evening. We're not entirely sure how long this broadcast will go. For any of the members, if you guys have been invited to join on stage and you feel inspired, please, by all means, there's still opportunity for you to do that. Who would like to be able to go next? Sifu, did you have something you want to share? Like, I mean, I know Sifu is like the best singer in here. I intuitively, I just know it. But Sifu, go ahead. We can pass over to you, and then Neil, if you want to let us know when you're ready. Neil's always got some awesome stuff to share. But Sifu, welcome to the event tonight, and please, if you would like to entertain us in one way or another, go right ahead. It shouldn't be too hard for you.
Okay, so you want me to sing? The whales will complain in the ocean that what's that noise? What's going on? You know. So, but no, I'll do a little meditation if my light will let me. So just allow yourself to sit or lay wherever you are. Allow yourself to pull in your bum slightly, and allow yourself to allow the back to be straight but not stiff. And if you can, put your hands on your lap, so you're sort of supporting your shoulders. Or if you're laying down, then just allow yourself to just sink into the ground, and just let yourself be. Just breathe in until you can't breathe in anymore, and then breathe out until you can't breathe out. As you breathe in, you let in the chi, the energy, the light, everything you do want. And as you breathe out, you let out the cha, the stress, the worry, the tension, everything you no longer need. Breathe in the chi and breathe out the cha. Like waves on the ocean, as you breathe in, they expand and grow, and as you breathe out, they reduce and let go. You allow yourself to let go of what you no longer need. Let go of the worry, the stress, the greed, everything. And breathe in that chi, that light, that abundance, that what is to be and what you want to be. Allow it to grow, allow it to flow. Breathing in the chi, breathing out that cha. Like a wave in the sea, to flow, allow it to go far. Expand and feel your energy grow, expanding into the universe, far further than you know. Allow that breath to take you to places you've never been, places you never knew existed, places you've never seen. Breathing out, let out what you no longer need. Let out that hatred, let out that greed. Let out that stress, that worry, that tension. The things that will stop you to grow. Breathe in and let yourself flow. Allow that energy to expand and see that there are no limits to who you really are. That your consciousness expands into the universe. It goes so far, so very, very far. Breathing in the chi and breathing out the cha. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you expand further and further, more and more into deeper space, you feel different energies come to you, feel different energies that want to embrace. You feel the divine feminine, the mother, Kuan Yin. You feel that energy want to nurture you, to love you, wants you to let it in. You feel the energy of General Kuan, or maybe you know it as Metatron, the energy of the divine masculine, the strength, the power. You feel that energy that is there to help you feel secure, to help you feel safe. And we'll bash things in if need be, but that's not its place. That's not its grace. It's there to just be strong, to be there for the day or an hour long with the divine feminine energy, balancing each other, nurturing and loving each other. They come together and they have a dance which is magical. It feels like a trance. And that energy creates the sacred child, that inspiration, that part of you that's meant to run wild, allowing that energy to be there, to nurture, to be mischievous, to be silly, to be what it needs to be. The sacred child energy is part of the three: the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the sacred child, the trinity that exists within you always. It's always meant to be part of you. Allow them in, allow them to mingle, to be all of you, to be all three: the Kuan Yin, the Metatron or General Kuan, and the sacred child, the Holy Trinity, the divine feminine, the masculine, and the sacred child, the Holy Three. Breathing that in and breathing out the child, the stress, the worry. Breathe out the negatives of those energies and breathe in the positive of those energies. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So allow that to be. Breathing in the chi, breathing out the char. Let go of the stress and the tension, letting it disappear and go quite fine masculine and the sacred child. Allow yourself to be strong, to be loving, and a little bit wild. Let these energies manifest in you. Them all three, and the yin, the masculine, and the yang, the feminine, the energies of Tai Chi. Allow that to grow and allow that to flow. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, allow those energies to dance within you, to sing and shout. And as we come to the end of this little meditation chi, allow yourself to breathe in, to breathe out, and just to be. In 3, 2, 1. Clap your hands, rub them together, and place the hands on the face, and just breathe in that warmth into the face. Then breathe out and rub the hands again. Do that 2 more times. Gently placing the hands on the face, breathe in, drawing that warmth into the face, into the body. 1 more time. Breathe out. Hands on the face. This time, as the hands on the face, breathe in. Gently draw the hands all the way to the back of the head and the back of the neck. Then breathing out, slide the hands down the side of the body, all the way down to the belly button. One hand on top of the belly button, the other hand on top of that. And just breathe in and breathe out for 3, for 2, for 1. Shake the hands, shake the arms, shake the shoulders, shake the legs, set the legs, and then breathe in, draw the hands up above the head and drop them down without knocking yourself out or hurting your hands or killing the cat. Breathe out, then breathe in, draw them up above the head, and breathe out again. 1 more time, breathe in, hands above the head, and breathe out. And boggy out.
Thank you so much, Boggy. Didn't know we were gonna get into an transcendental meditation in the middle of a conscious open mic jam. That was a nice little treat there, Boggy. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you for the treat. Michelle, you enjoyed that one, eh? You're just like plunged out there pretty hard. So.
That's how I'm at right now. All good.
You've become one with the cushions. So yeah, that's good.
That's so beautiful. That was so healing.
Very nice. One of those things where, even for the people tuning into, it's just like, oh, like I didn't even know I needed that, so very nice treat there. Boggy, thank you for sharing your gifts. Boggy, anything else you want to share here? And then we'll pass things around and go through one more time. And Neil, if you want to share next, we'd love to hear from you as well. So Boggy, go ahead.
No, it's the whole thing of, you just allow yourself to be. Meditation is simply focus on one thing, forget everything else, play and allow yourself to be those energies. And I think, we just got to remember, never take yourself or anything else too seriously. Says the clown. So that's it.
Awesome.
Love you all.
Thank you, Sifu. Wonderful to be able to have you here, guys. Let's show some love for Sifu. We love you, Sifu. Yeah.
Thank you. After everything we talked about, that was like the most magnificent thing. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, Michelle, we're going to be doing that on our workshop sometime in the near future.
There we go.
There you go.
I was about to say special plug and shout out. Sifu and Michelle actually were doing a podcast earlier today, the Way of Podcast. You can find that on Sifu's Instagram page, so instagram.com/Sifu Boggy. Again, keep an eye open for the regular events that Sifu's got, as well as the Qigong classes, and encourage you guys to feel free to send Sifu a DM if you got any questions, and he's always more than happy to be able to point you in the right direction. So thank you, fellow Jedi. Awesome. All right. Let's keep things moving along here. Neil, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you like to be able to tap in and if you got some flowetry or some poetry or even some songs, some hip hop, anything you want to share for the open mic, would love to be able to invite you to do so. So Neil, how's it going, dude? Would you like to be able to share something?
Yeah. I'd love to.
Awesome. All right. So with everybody here, let's welcome Neil up on stage. Show some love for Neil. Show love you. Neil, welcome up on stage. When you're ready, go right ahead, dude.
Can you hear me okay? Is my mic okay on this
Yeah,
phone?
it's pretty good. It's decent enough.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
So I have a throbbing headache, so I wasn't gonna come on, but then
Welcome to the club, man. You and me both.
I came on just to listen, but then I realized I can't say no to an open mic. So like I'm gonna perform. But I'm gonna probably go slower than I've ever gone, which is probably a good thing. All right, I'm gonna do 3 spoken words / poems / hip hop verses. And here's the first one. All I ever wanted to do was spit the flow, be a rhyme professional, spin the vinyl back, hit high notes, and find those with minds that are lyrically inclined to listen and realize the subliminal and literal messages in my spoken word freestyles and verbal grind. MCs are de-spined and reconstructed with my interdimensional mind that takes listeners on a journey to find one's own position and place in this timeline. Expressive, poetic, passionate, ask for a sign. Sickest, prolific lyricist, unshackled humanities from chains and vines. The finest of wines, cultivated and preserved since the beginning of time. The resonance MC spitting about reasons and explanations of why we came down here to experience linear grind. Confronted with reflections, the conscious resurrection of channeled rhymes. That was that one there. Just one verse from that. Okay, this one's called Resonance MC. I freestyle lyrical incarnations of the metaphysical. Realize the pivotal moment when your physical molecules dilute back to source original. Like a biblical verse, my analytical mind is unrehearsed. Egotistical, whimsical, supercritical, and subliminal rhymes indivisible, latch you like a parasitical, invisible but transmittable disease. That is unthinkable, clinically insane, deranged, but still equivocal. My frequency is no longer visual. Stories about me will become mythical. The Resonance MC so mystical, actions he took were thought to be criminal. In an ascended world, all that shit is typical. It's the principle that this planet is fixable. Damage is at a minimal. The sacred water is still drinkable, immaculate and impeccable. Stories that seem fictional. Plays didgeridoo like an aboriginal. Sound tools to raise the vibration into the spiritual. Opening stargates with a sundial. A mutual gradual descent into the physical. Realms of star seeds and old souls. Came from a fragmentation trying to make himself whole. To spit syllables to the whole world. I got this under control. We all fell down the rabbit hole. Back into the center of the supermassive black hole. Thank you. All right, last one here. This one's called Near-Death Experience. Cut off, ventilation is needed. Cut off, circulation, skin pricked, now I'm bleeding. Softly cheering for vengeance to rule this accusation of leading the staff astray. Boasting of my position in society's playground. Round and round the merry-go-round, softly speak before someone hears you sound. Run like a child to the top of the mound. Now kill the queen and take her crown. I often wonder in the pit if there'll be solid ground, or will I continue to fall until I'm pronounced legally brain dead? Will my body ever be found? Cut off, ventilation is needed. But what is the point of anger? Why do you have to hate me? Can't you forgive me when I'm on my knees, begging, please God, hear my cries? Please God, tell me why I can only use a part of my mind until the 100th year when I die. We are immaterial. In a universe, we are only one world. With billions of other races for you to control, how come a relationship with you is so personal? And I see you in full form, right in front of my eyes, telling me all superficial existence is a lie. I'm trapped, limited by my own mind. So find your own meaning to life. And when you die, I will hold you by my side. Explain to you the divine, that you cannot apprehend in the place of signs, money, greed, envy, and the political lies. But I want to come to you right now. Leave this place because I don't belong. What I know makes it hard for me to go on. So wave your wand and facilitate my move into the next dimension with ease, please. I don't want to be in pain when I'm erased from the life full of capitalistic gains. Pain? Pain is nothing but a signal being sent to your brain. Can you leave your material life, family, friends, and wealth? When you speak about pain, are you not worried about your health? You are stuck in an existence full of substance for which you must repent. No, you're not ready to come. Some more years must pass until your life is done. Just maintain the exploration, and soon you'll find your own pathway, my son. Thank you.
Wow, guys, let's go ahead, unmute your mic, show some love for Neil. That was awesome, Neil. Thank you guys so much. You pure fire, man. Neil, can you tell us a little bit about that last one? I don't think I've heard that one before. Like, what would be like the summary of the story of that one in your words?
Yeah. So basically, hold on, let me pull it up again. All right, so the beginning is cut off, ventilation needed, cut off circulation, skin prick, now I'm bleeding. It's like committing suicide. And then I go softly cheering for vengeance to rule this accusation of leading staff astray, boasting of my position in society's playground. It's all my egotistical stuff that comes with when I'm having my death like pass through my eyes. Then I'm going round and round the merry-go-round. So all my karmic lessons are coming to me. Softly speak for someone hears the crown. And then I'm go legally brain dead. Will my body ever be found? So that's like when I die. And then I go cut off, ventilation is needed. And now I'm in heaven. And now I'm having a conversation with God. And I'm starting to ask God questions. So I'm like, what is the point of anger? Like, why do you hate me? So I'm taking a role of someone that like literally like felt the world is against him or her. Why do you have to hate me? Can't you forgive me when I'm on my knees begging, please God, hear my cries? This comes into the lack mentality of like begging God, please help me, you know, and just the universe giving you more of you needing help rather than actually giving you what you need. And then I start saying, but we are immaterial in the universe. We're only one world. How come I have such a great connection with you? How come it's so personal when there's so many other races in the universe? And then God responds saying, find your own meaning to life. When you die, I'll hold you by my side, explain to you the divine that you cannot apprehend in a place of signs, money, greed, envy, and political lies. And then I say, I want to come right now. So God is saying, like, you're not ready to die. You need to go back. You have a mission to do. Then God says, but then I want to come right now, leave this place because I don't belong. And then I'm saying, like, then it comes to the whole concept of facilitate my move into the next dimension with ease, please. I don't want to be in pain. It's like my fear of pain and being hurt. Like, can I just transition without the pain? Can I move on? And then God says back to me, don't you realize that you have so many things that you're going to be missing if you left? You have so many things that are going for you, and you have your family, friends. You're worried about your health. You're talking about pain. Like, are you like all these things are 3D stuff that some more years must pass until your life is done? Just maintain the exploration, and soon you'll find your own pathway, my son. That's pretty much it.
Powerful. Yeah, I was definitely getting the vibe there. There was just like it just listening to it, it kind of reminded me of like the scenario of like the Egyptian kind of lore of like the weighing of the heart with the feather kind of thing, like that kind of like showing up at the gates and meeting some sort of like deity before you kind of like pass on to a new realm, a new stage sort of thing, contemplation exactly. And stuff. So very, very cool. Awesome. Neil, thank you so much, man. Anything else you want to share before we pass it around, or if anybody else wants to share anything, speak to Neil directly, just express some gratitude. Yeah, Kristen, go right ahead. I know we got a lot of fans of you, fans of Neil in here. So
a huge fan. Neil, your spoken word is always so activating. I don't even know how to vocalize it sometimes. It just really resonates on a deeper level than I think sometimes words can speak in my own space. So thank you for being able to express in the way that you do. And yeah, I just really appreciate you sharing your gifts and love your.
Thank you so much, Kristen. I received that. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Anybody else want to jump in? Just share any words towards Neil? Yeah, go for it, Kristen.
I just want to say that line of maintain the exploration, that just hit very, very deeply. I was just like, that needs to be a bumper sticker as well.
There we go.
You know, and I wrote this actually when I was depressed, like 15 years ago, but I added a new verse to it. So it's a hybrid of something I wrote like in the last year and then the old stuff. So I kind of changed it up a little bit, but
that's amazing.
You know, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome. No. That was great. That was great. Cool. Anybody else want to share anything? There's only just a small group of us in here, and for those of you in the YouTube comments, feeling the love there from you guys as well. So Neil, thank you so much for joining in, dude. Always a pleasure to be able to have you here, and always excited to be able to hear what poetry and flowetry you got to share. So anything else, Neil, you want to share, and then we'll pass it around.
No, just want to say I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna tune out and get some rest.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Thanks for all the work you do. And again, for everybody here, portaltoascension.org. Neil's the director for that. Lots of awesome community stuff there. Be sure to check it out afterwards. So thank you, Neil. And Portal to Ascension on Instagram, and then MC Resonance on YouTube as well. So links in the show notes. Okay. All right. Getting into the final lap of the show, we do have a chance for everybody here to do at least like one more little performance. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. I'm actually going to, I just feel called to do this. What I'm going to do, there's a song of Ayla Nero that I like. I actually haven't listened to it in a while. And the song's called Wheel of Time. And some of you actually heard this song. I actually like put it into a video that I edited for Lacey's birthday back in December. If you guys remember that montage video, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play the song so that I can hear it. You guys aren't going to hear it. So you're just going to hear my vocal stuff. So like, it's going to be like no instrumental stuff from your end. But for me, that's going to be part of the experience. I'll kind of have the song playing along with me, and then I'll be kind of like using that as a reference. And then I guess it'll be, you know, for you and me, it'll be a slightly different experience, but maybe I'll go back and listen to this and be like, oh, that was kind of neat and stuff like that. But I do like the idea of, you know, for Ayla Nero's song, she's obviously a very like strong feminine vocalist. So it's kind of neat for me to kind of like use kind of like play with the more the masculine energy within the vocalization of the song. So we'll see what happens with it. We'll see. Okay. All right, guys, feel free to show me some love. Stepping outside my comfort zone here. So cool. All right, thanks, team. So again, this is a Wheel of Time by Ayla Nero, and let me set things up here, and I'll just go with the flow. So thank you guys again for holding space. All right, stand by. Just getting things started here. Okay, all right, here we go. One second. Just got to get timed up right. Okay, here we go. My voice be strong and the step be light. May my learning come on this wheel of time. As a breath be took, may the lessons glide swiftly as the wind, gentle as a sigh. Hear it calling me home, hear it calling me listening, hear it calling me soul. Come and be my guide, walking by my side. As a breath be taken, given, taken, given, calling me home. Come and be my guide. It's like a little bit of like an instrumental part. And it just goes forward a bit, and I'll just kind of skip through. Here it comes. May my voice be strong and the step be light. May our learning come and this wheel of time. As a breath be took, may the lessons glide swiftly as a wind, gentle as a sigh. Hear it calling me home, hear it calling me listening, hear it calling my soul. Come and be my guide. Then goes into the instrumental, and then coming back on the chorus one more time. Here come I'm just waiting for it to pick up into the last part. Is it? Well, actually, you know what? This remix doesn't even have that, so I guess I'm done. So there's like two versions of this. I'm like, oh, that one doesn't go into the lyrics from last part again. So, anyways, all right, I'm done. That was it. Woo! How was that for you guys? Quick feedback on that. So
Very sweet.
it was cute. It was cute, right? It's fun. I mean, again, you know, you even just for any of us tuning into this, sing along with your favorite songs. You know, sing as if no one's watching, sing as if everyone's watching and they're getting inspired by you. And yeah, just grateful to be able to have everybody here and holding space for this. Let me just see if I got one more poem, and then we'll pass it over to who wants to go next. Kristen, do you want to go next, or Kristen, do you want to go next? Let us know. We'll do one or the other. You guys can decide. Spiral, did you want to go next? Yeah, okay, cool. And then if anybody has to leave early, so okay, here's one. This one's for the team. I've read this one before, but this one's kind of like in vision with what Paradigm Shift is about. So this one's called I See You. So feel free to like close your eyes while you listen to this. I see you with a deep breath and a focused eye, with a big dream and a reason why. Your destiny calls as you look within, finding a bigger story that has always been. A call to action, a rising of the light, an ambition for change, willing to stand for what's right. For this world is ours to co-create as we will, tapping into our potential, unlocking our skills, because we all have a key that will open new doors to potential realities like never before. Your adventure awaits, your presence here and now, as you whisper a promise to be the guardian of the Tao. A light guardian, a shifter, a Jedi, a dreamer. These archetypes are inside of us as we bring forth our inner leader that will step forward with great courage in knowing that your intentions create change as you build your local tribe and level up within this game. Free hugs and shiftivism, taking action to spread love, being a bridge for consciousness from within and above. We are the mirrors upon mirrors. We are all that we are, shifters and light guardians. I see you, a bright, shining star. Cha, 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 cha. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Any quick feedback on that, and then we'll pass it around. Again, I just appreciate everybody being here. That was awesome as always. So cool. All right, let's move into the Kristen, do you want to say something? And then we'll pass over to Kristen. Yeah, go for it. Kristen with the ears. Yeah.
Okay, with the ears, I've got it. So, no, Brendon, thank you. Your poems, I really like how heartfelt they are. You can really tell that your heart is guiding every word that you're saying, and appreciate your shares. Thank you.
Thanks. I enjoy going back and sharing them. Sometimes it's been a while since I've read them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm about. So it's nice to, you kind of like allow yourself to kind of like meet yourself through your own poetry sometimes, where you're like, oh, I remember where I was when I wrote that. Like interesting. It takes you, it's like time travel through words. Very powerful. So magic. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving things along. Spiral Soul Seed, Kristen, we'll pass over to you. And then Kristen with the Kristen Blair, if you'd like to go after that. And then we'll get close to wrapping it up. And then yeah, we'll just conclude from that point forward. So let's hear it as we welcome Kristen back up on stage. Yeah, big round of applause for Kristen. Woo. All right, guys, show Kristen some love. Kristen, when you're ready, the stage is yours again. Go right ahead.
Awesome, Brendon. Loved it. I love it. It's so you. It's just full of your flavor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, this is another folky song, but it's yeah, it's kind of about, like, I thought I would sing this song because it's very kind of community focused here, and yeah, it's something that I've been trying to explore more like this last 12 months, and yeah, it's, I don't know what the song is called, but it's kind of about being a bit of a black sheep in a family that doesn't really understand what you're doing. And like, I feel like people here and possibly people on YouTube listening will be able to relate to it, because often when we're on this spiritual path, there's not like, it's not something that's modeled to us. It's something that we seek because of something else. So yeah, this is that song. So. Hold on a second. I may cough during this, but I'll recover. Hey, what did you say? No, not quite. I just changed my direction and you don't feel right. The truth is, Mama, not always gonna understand all the moving parts. And the truth is, Mama, I've seen a lot to trust, enough to trust. So yeah, don't you stress. With tears in my eyes is how I connect. Inside, my heart feels fine. In fact, she's getting wiser and wider all the time. The truth is, Papa, I've changed a lot from who I was at the start. And the truth is, Papa, you're not always gonna understand the work of art. The work of art. That's why we are. So let me it's got me this far. So try not to judge, cause the life that you live in and me I cannot touch. The choice that's on my lips. So give me a second as I follow my lips. It's the truth is, Mama, you're not always gonna understand. I'll leave my mark. And the truth is, Papa, my heart's pretty good at seeing in the dark. And that's enough. That's why we are. So let me it's got me this far. Cause the truth is my race. I'm gonna do a million things that you won't get. The truth is, oh yeah, it's a hell of a bad taste in my regret. And I haven't yet. That's a start. So let me it's got me this far. is a nudge from me to say, keep living out your truth. And if you see the golden thread that no one else can see but you, it doesn't mean that it's not worthy to. So this is your story as well. It may not always feel good, but you're doing really well. If you're craving understanding, better find it somewhere else. 'Cause life's here for you to live and love yourself.
Wow. Yay, guys, show some love for Kristen. That was so beautiful. Awesome. Kristen, thank you so much. Is that I gotta ask, like, is there a version of that like recorded where we could listen to it again, or is that still just kind of
I don't have it recorded yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, like even if that was something where, you know, if you're like just like recording it and uploading it to Instagram or something like that, because like I'll tell you now, like Zoom is not the best for like acoustic stuff and like and everything like that. So I'm sure if you were to re-record it on another platform, people would really be able to get to like enjoy it even more as well. But we definitely got the experience out from that. Do you want to tell us anything more about that one? The story of the black sheeps and everything like that is I liked it. That was very, very cute. So
yeah, I guess it's just just processing, just being really different and being a like kind of, I guess, trailblazer in your family for just stuff that's more meaningful and more heart-led and that kind of thing. And just it's been, I guess it's taken a long time to write a song about my parents, but it's something that I think we all struggle with, our relationship with our parents to some extent. And I felt like a real sense of closure when I was able to write a song. I was like, oh, I feel like the pain of that has been like settled now. It's like I can accept what it is like that and accept the path and know that you're not really like, it feels lonely, but it's, you're not alone because heaps of people have that same experience. And so
absolutely.
Just that an encouragement song to overcome the kind of disharmony that can feel like being black sheep. So,
that was beautiful. Yeah, go ahead, Kristen. We'll just chit chat for a bit.
I was actually just curious. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I was curious if this was something that you were inspired by whenever you mentioned the golden thread and being able to see it. Is this part of like your spiritual journey? How exactly did you come towards that?
I guess, I mean, the term golden thread gets thrown around so much. It's just like this strand of inspiration that's coming from somewhere else. And just a lot of the things, it is spiritual, and it's kind of, I feel not very like experienced in describing it, but it's just like that pull of something else that's outside of anything you can really explain was given to you as any kind of influence in your like background. And like, I mean, I've wanted to be a tarot reader since I was 10 years old, like, and no one is doing tarot in my family, like, and I kind of just dismissed it for a long time, because there was no one that in my circle, sphere, family, anything that seemed like they would ever be interested in that kind of thing. And leaning into it has just like given me so much like meaning and insight and extra guidance and more vivid psychic experiences and all that kind of stuff. Like, the more that you lean into that heart stuff and what feels like this thing's knocking from far away, being like, hey, this thing's like, this inspiration's here, like, and it keeps kind of cropping up when you lean into it. It just feels like it kind of, once you hold it, it pulls you into all these other beautiful like experiences that you didn't imagine would come with it. And I just really hope that everyone like has enough like exposure to people doing things that they're interested in to follow like their heart when it's asking them to do something, because that bit isn't even the best bit. that's just the guiding point to get you in that position to feel everything else that's going to come in when your heart's open and you're being like kind of innocently following joy and cultivating depth around genuine things that you feel magnetism towards.
Well, thank you again, Kristen. Again, it's lovely to know that in some cases, like, this is stuff that hasn't been heard by many people. So it's a privilege for us to be able to receive the gift of your song tonight. And again, just encouraging and supporting you to keep following that inspiration. I think there's a natural gift that you have there, and I'm sure I speak for others. I'd love to hear more of it over time. So cool, awesome.
Yeah. Move on. I just want to say, now that you just said that people might not have heard that, I'm like, don't listen to what your parents want to do if you want to do something. Just in case there's anyone there that's like, you didn't come here to do what your parents are doing. We're perpetuating consciousness here. You got to do something.
Do you? So cool, awesome. Oh, Kristen, anything else you want to share just real quick, and then we'll pass it over to Kristen Blair? I think we're ready to do that. All good. Cool. Awesome. Guys, be sure to connect in with Kristen, who we just heard from, again, Spiral Soul Seed on Instagram, and also creates a lot of awesome crystal jewelry, and also leads some meditations and some card reading events as well. So stay tuned for that, and we'll post those into the Discord as well. So Kristen Blair, let's pass it over to you, and unless Kyle or anybody else had anything else they want to share, I think this might be our last performance for the night. Kyle, are you heading out?
Yeah, I'm pushed.
All right, dude, go get some rest. You got a big day for you tomorrow, so we'll keep awesome. In touch, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Kyle. We'll talk to you later, dude. Much love.
Peace.
Awesome. All right, so Kristen, are you ready? We can pass it over to you, and you can be our closing number for the night, and then we'll wrap it up shortly after that. So when you're ready, Kristen, go right ahead. Show love for Kristen. Show love.
Awesome. So I'm super excited because, Kristen, I asked about the spiral. First of all, can you guys hear me okay? I'm on a different.
Yeah, I think it sounds good. Yeah.
Oops. Hold on. Can you see me? Okay.
Yeah, you're so good. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have started a painting session that was just an expression space for me to be able to kind of share what I was experiencing in my meditations. And so the first bit was a piece that I actually was inspired to do through one of the very first Paradigm Shift Central meditations. So we went to the Friday tree, turned into our light guardian. And from that, I started channeling these paintings, and they just came out of me. They are nothing like any of the other style of painting that I've ever done. It's just completely, it just comes from somewhere deep within me. And I've been working on a exhibit that I will be putting in a showcase somewhere someday when it's finished, but it's not there yet. So I wanted to share what I've created with you all to just be able to help express, and don't mind the noise. If I had like a lovely, calm, twinkly bird sounds, I would put that here, but I don't. So yeah, okay. So the first one, oops, random, let's do it this way. So the first one, this is the one I was talking about just being able to be in meditation and kind of go to a different dimension. And this one specifically is the light guardian tree. So there is the physical version of me and the avatar version. But like I said, this was like the start of something crazy for me, because after this, I started playing with colors in a way that I'd never played with colors before. And also giving myself the freedom to not be so perfect. It didn't have to look exactly like what I wanted it to look like. And so this peacock was kind of the second mode of, expression from that. And then from there, I started really playing, and I'm going to stop just so you don't, okay, there we go. And this piece came kind of after that, because then I started having this like existential crisis with my art of like, no, things have to be just so to be considered beautiful or to be something that others may want to look at. And so giving myself this space to really just be able to express with whatever colors, using these, dark black lines with these light pastel colors, gave me this opportunity to show the joy that lived within me, but yet how everything has to have its darkness. There is no light without dark, and that's what makes it beautiful. This painting would not have the contrast without the colors and without the darkness. And so it kind of sent me, you can see the next piece was more of like a shadow piece, you could say. Definitely trying to figure out how to, now understanding that the dark must exist, how to integrate it and how to allow it to be without muddling the light, so to speak, but really allowing it to have its space. And as anyone may know, whenever you go into a shadow period, you kind of go deep and you go dark, and sometimes you feel like you may lose the light just a little, but this is a reminder that the light is always there. And this piece actually glows in the dark, so that's kind of the side effect, cool, that I can't really show you here. And then you kind of see things started to get a little bit more clear and integrated, just being able to have the highlights. And this one also really, for me, was like portals. It was like I was experiencing going through so many different portals to find my way. And I kept coming into a new part of myself. And so I just kept exploring. And that's one of my favorite parts about this, is that if you look, there's like just these little portal guys kind of hiding in the piece. And then this one, I love this one. This one reminds me of home, of being, of allowing yourself to just exist. And it kind of tells a story. If you really were to sit and meditate with it, it's a process. You start with your ideals and your goals and your plans, and then life happens, and maybe it gets a little messy along the way, and sometimes things might go upside down, but they still flow all the way through. And when you get to the center, it just becomes this really beautiful mix of golden memories that you've carried out with you throughout life. And so this one's really beautiful. I love. And then I'm not going to stay on this one for too long, but I do love this one, so I'm going to share it with you all. This is my dragon eye. It has some crystals in it. And then not the final piece, because like I said, there's definitely more to this installation, but kind of like just emerging. This one was really inspired, divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and just being able to see how they both hold their spaces and how different they are, yet how cohesive they can be when they exist in one space. And so yeah, that was my hold on. That was my share. Thank you all so much for letting me share my artwork with you.
Yay, a little tour inside Kristen's exclusive art gallery exhibit. Very, very cool, guys. Show some love to Kristen. Kristen, beautiful, and thank you again for sharing and just the creations you bring into this. And yeah, always inspired by what it is that you're creating here. So cool. Kristen, did you want to share anything to Kristen? There's only a couple of us in here. So
I love those spiral ones. I especially love the dark spiral one. It's just so intricate, and yeah, definitely feeling all those metaphors that you were describing. So nice.
Very beautiful. Awesome. Kristen, anything else you want to share? Well, I think I'll do one more poem, and then we'll close it off for the night. Oh, Kristen, you're muted. Double check.
No, I'm quite whole and filled with a lot of peace. Thank you all.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again, Kristen. Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone. This has always been a special occasion when we do these conscious open mic jams. We do them every now and then, and we'll always be doing more in the future. Many different variations of events here through Paradigm Shift Central to be able to, again, just cultivate and celebrate the inspiration that we have here amongst all the awesome creators within our community. So again, be sure to connect with all the creators. The links for them are in the info for this video if you haven't already yet. And here's one more poem. Some of you guys have heard this before, but we'll end with this one. This is a poem called The Way of the Wolf. So I know some of you haven't heard this one. So again, feel free to close your eyes. And this one, I wrote this one way back. So, but it still holds true. So I'm reading it for myself as well, kind of reminding me of something I wrote for myself and for all of us. So The Way of the Wolf. The way of the wolf knows no bounds. Deep within these eyes lies a truth so profound. It will shake the system with the sound of my howl, as I wander and I seek, as I trek, as I prowl. Yet this truth is not mine, it's just something I hold, because it's equally ours, because it's infinitely old. So wander alongside me, Take example from my lead, yet be your own essence, and do not cry when I bleed. Because I am here out of service to share strength among the crowd. I am here to find my own freedom, to be benevolent and proud. I am your friends, I am your fathers, I am your brothers, I am your daughters. What I stand for is much bigger than what will happen here today, because I fight for a future to which we will all find our way. Though alone at times, we are always connected by our mission and our passion. Our love is always reflected. So if you hear the call, then let your courage shine bright. Like the way of the wolf, keep carrying your light. Ow, ow, ow. Wolf howls. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you again, everyone. Any quick feedback on that one, and then we'll wrap it up. Always love a good wolf poem. I don't know about you guys, so cool. Say that again. What was it?
Beautiful, so powerful.
Oh, thank you. So yes, cool. All right. Well, again, for everybody here, we're just so grateful to be able to have you tuned in and have you be a part of this community. As always, there's plenty more to be able to expect from us. Regular events on Thursdays, but also other events happening throughout the week. Kristen's got her Sunday sessions. Kristen has also got, again, the new like card readings and meditations. All of those we'll post through the Discord to the best of our ability, but just be sure to connect with them on their individual social networks, and you'll be able to keep up to date with all the awesome things that they're creating. And feel free to reach out to them and send them a direct message anytime. They've got lots of personal services and skill sets and awesome things to be able to provide you guys with as well. So we'll wrap it up here. I'm pleasantly exhausted. I'm ready to just be able to drift off into dreamland. And again, all the links you need are in the info for this video, the Discord, the Patreon. Join us on Ibble, and the links for all the creators and anything else that you need. And feel free to send us a DM anytime. So we'll finish off. Thank you guys so much for coming to our Conscious Open Mic Jam. Let's hear it for all our wonderful creators tonight. We love you guys so much. And guys, feel free to join me in just waving and saying goodnight to all the other beautiful people who tuned in for tonight's event. So thank you, everybody. Good night, everyone. Drive safely. We love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye, guys. Bye. Awesome. Until next time. Much love. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Talk to you later.